Hello guys, welcome to EWC Biz Tea by Betsy. I hope everybody's ready for the Super Bowl because I am. I'm going for the Patriots because of Cardi B. Sorry, side note. Anyways, so today we are going to talk about EWC, and let's talk about what EWC stands for. So EWC stands for European Wax Center, and it is a franchise, and it does specialize in waxing. It was founded in 2004 by Joshua Koba in Florida. So how does EWC operate? So it specifically focuses on waxing, but it does operate in the beauty and personal service industry. So their main operations are offering all different types of different waxing services, you name it, from underarms, like I had mentioned, anything, you name it. And then they do. Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and evaluate the threats of the business using Porter's 5 forces, and we're going to talk about 3 today. So the first one is threat of new entrants. So that, even though EWC has been around for a very, very long time, since 2004, it's been like 20 years, over 20 years, doesn't mean that there's no threats currently, and there's always threats of new entrants, because the cost of starting up a waxing gig is not that expensive. So, I mean, if you have an esthetician license, or even if you have a cosmetologist license, you can wax. And really, you can wax in your home, so you don't have to worry about the cost of the building, the suite, or anything, because it already comes included with your mortgage or your rent. Next one that I'm going to talk about is the competitive rivalry threat. So that one we're going to focus on a business that is currently, or businesses that are currently that are currently a threat to EWC, and that threatens their whole business model. And one that I did find was Waxing the City franchise. So it is very similar to EWC in terms of it just specializes in waxing services. That's it. The big differences that I feel like are a big threat is that they focus more on building a rapport with the guest, which is a customer, which is a client, versus EWC focuses more on speed and consistency. So, all right, guys, last one that we're going to talk about is the threat of substitutive product or service. But we are going to talk about, obviously, we're talking about services, so we're going to carry on with the services. And I want to first and foremost say it's not easy to switch over to another waxer once they've already seen your private parts, or once you've felt comfortable in waxing all over. Like, it's not easy. But because EWC, where they're failing, is because EWC has a high rate of high turnover rate of waxers, it makes it easier for those clients to not trust them and to try cheaper locations. And build a rapport with even an independent waxer, because at least they know they're not going to go anywhere, right? And so yes, that's a big threat. That's where they're trying to. I think they should try to come up with a plan on keeping their employees a lot longer, so that way their retention of clients are also, they're not going anywhere. Alright guys, so that is it. Thank you so much for tuning in and diving in a little bit on evaluating EWC and some of the threats that I see out there. Stay tuned, and I hope EWC makes some changes so that they can continue to be a very successful vaccine franchise. Okay, bye. And go Patriots!